What's good, y'all? I am so ready for this update show. I'm updated. I'm updated. I'm excited to see what they're gonna acknowledge, what they're gonna say. The new Rogue, and I know, like I just mentioned, the new Rogue, and I know there's gonna be some new things they're gonna talk about. Honestly, though, to be real, what I'm excited for is the hope that Rogue acknowledges this last beta's been over party, I guess you want to call it, for the last month or however long it's been since that happened, was a mistake. And I hope they apologize to the fan base because I did. Someone asked me, they said, "What would you like to see in the new update show?" This is before I knew about a new Rogue coming out. I was like, I would like to see the company say, you know what, our bad. We made a mistake with all the server issues and this and that. You know, when we say the beta's over and the servers got worse, it's not a good look. And I hope they do because honestly, I'm not bashing them. I'm not going to be that person that's going to bash them. If you play video games for a long time, like I have, you know every company has their faults. So I'm not holding it against them when it comes to, you know how other people are. Oh, forget Road Company, this, you got it. No, but you do have to be honest and hold people accountable. And the beta is over movement was a failure, and I hate saying that. I mean, come on, man. I like playing the game. You see how much content I put out, but it was a failure, and I hope they say, you know what, our fault. My bad. So I'm excited and hope they say that. I don't know if they did on Twitter. I don't really go on Twitter like that. And I hope it's not just a note thing they put on Twitter. I hope they go to the fans. Because how long has it been since that update happened? A month? Over a month? Something like that? And I mean, the results show a lot of people, not just creators, but just people who play the game. Yeah. Someone wanted me to go on a crazy rant about how bad Roll comes. I'm not going to do that. I always say if a game is that bad to you, stop playing. Stop playing. It's not that bad. It's bad. Like you have issues. Like you see the game. I post a lot of gameplay of it, but it's not to where I'm gonna cry all day, you know, or cry at all. But so when you have a game and you want people to support and look out for you, you want them to look out for you more than just buying a battle pass and buying stuff or microtransactions. No, you want to look out for them because it's just the right thing to do. You're showing a product and it's not producing well. You gotta say, you know what, my bad. And like I said, it's more. You should want to do it for more than just buying something. We're gonna do it right so they can buy this. No, you should just want to do it just because you said something and it didn't produce right. And I'm pretty sure I have high hopes that they will do that. I know some people, some people are petty, bro. I've been seeing it. I don't say nothing back, but I've been seeing like on Twitter or on YouTube, they be wanting Road Company to get on their knees and beg for forgiveness. Goodness gracious, just play another game if it's that serious.
For those trench fans out there, Brad, before we get
Ooh,
started
there we
on
go.
new skins, what do you most fit in at Fresh as well? Notorious Dallas, love this
Ooh, I
one.
like
This is
that.
the
Wait,
skin.
oh no.
This is
Dang
the
it, I'm
The
covered it.
skin. Yeah,
There we
this
go.
one is freaking sweet. War Notorious Dallas. Bake Sale Runway. I'm actually a huge fan of this one, low key.
Bake sale.
This is not one that I knew I wanted until I
Come on, give me some
saw
more
it.
Ronin too. I want to see more Ronin.
Kestrel.
That looks okay.
Very, very good. Got the blue eyeshadow as well. And these next two skins, Aquatic Ops Shock
That's
and
cool.
Wasteland Secret, will not be available immediately upon the update release, but will be
Yeah, that
added
secret look
into
really
rotation,
good.
at a later date. That is the Wasteland Secret and, of course, the Aquatic Ops Shock. I also want to make a small note that we will be adding some more items into our supply drop rotations. I know there was a couple people that day one just ripped through and bought absolutely everything, so we will be adding some more cosmetics into that rotation as well. We teased this earlier on This Week in Rogue Company. It's a little YouTube show we do to kind of drum up the hype and tease a couple of things early on the Update Note show, but we have added some more things to the Rogue Mastery track, specifically to the levels 8 and 9, I believe. It is some Mastery
Ooh, that's
skins,
nice.
So you'll unlock these at Mastery level 8, Mastery level 9. Here is the level 8 variant.
Oh,
Skilled
dang, that's
Phantom,
sick.
and
I
of
like
course you
that.
get Master Phantom at
That
level
does make it
9.
worth
These
grinding
are
for because I
kind of like
will admit
universal
some of the
skins,
mastery
Brad.
stuff wasn't worth it because it was
Same
the
kind of
rewards kind of
theme
stink outside of the emote.
Every rogue.
Here we go. This is what I
Yeah,
want to see. My favorite
everybody's got
character.
The same colors, and you'll see.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
purple
sick.
version has some nice
Well, I know
little
what I'll be working on.
effects on it and everything like that. But everybody's got the blue and the gold and the purple and blue.
I like
decked
that.
out chameleon-like outfits.
Yeah.
Very, very
These
But
are
if you already
sweet.
mastered the character, you already got it, so that's cool.
Love that
Congrats to
master
y'all.
color scheme, and again, these are just for playing and mastering the rogues. So everybody in the game, whether you've got some spare change to spend or not, can grind through and earn some of these rogue mastery skins. Of course, if you
And it
do already
finishes off
have,
the mastery track, right?
yeah, it does. So we've added, like, of course, those the
Dima
animated
looks really good.
avatar and border. I think it was at 6 and 7. Of course, you've got your title up there at 10. So now you have a reward at every single mastery level. So good stuff there. The mastery track is chock full of good stuff now. And of course, if you already have your characters mastered, you will just get these the second that they go live. So shout outs to you grinders out there who have all of your rogues mastered. Very cool stuff for the mastery track. We have some updates for strikeouts in more ways than one. We have a new announcer. We're testing some big stuff that we'll get to later for strikeout, but we wanted to tease a new announcer, and we are looking for feedback on this, Brad, of how people are kind of feeling about it, if they're enjoying it or they're feeling like it's easier to hear. And we're going to go ahead and take a listen right now.
Control the point and eliminate the enemy. Final round. Defeat. Enemies nearing victory.
I mean, I didn't have issue with the other one, so.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
the
I guess it's
announcer
cool.
is different than what you are used to hearing, right? And this is only going to be in the LTM of Strikeout 2.0, which we'll get into in a little bit. So play that LTM
Yeah,
when it
it's
does come out
2.0.
during the patch, and let us know how you like the announcer, and hoping everybody gives us some good solid feedback on it so we could improve it for the future.
They still haven't acknowledged the whole
more-
beta is over
more
server
very cool updates of
issues.
audio and things like that to all the game
Yeah.
modes.
Awesome stuff. So, like Brad said, we will be talking about what that LTM is, Strikeout 2.0. What is that? We'll be talking about that in just a moment. Before we get there, we wanted to touch on one of our more major gameplay systems that we are sort of reworking, if you will, this update. So, before we get into this, we wanted to do always a better job of telling you guys why we do the things that we do.
Oh, this might
so
be
the
it.
why behind this change is kind of a long-standing concern from the community about gadget spam and there's so many gadgets flying around. It
Oh, I
something
thought
that
they was
kind of
going to
introduced
talk
when
about
we
the
introduced
crossplay
respawn.
and the
So how do we want to handle
server
our gadgets?
issues.
Oh, we'll just give you a new set when you respawn. That increased dramatically the amount of grenades and things and flashbangs, all that good stuff that you're seeing in a given match. It also kind of has some unintended consequences, Brad, of in a mode like TDM or a strikeout, you're almost incentivized to bleed out sometimes just to get a fresh set of gadget. It feels good to, respawn and potentially have all of your stuff back when it may not be the best thing to do to actually win the game. So gadget cooldown is an attempt to kind of combat that. And basically, all that we've done is taken your gadgets and made them so they do not respawn or they do not get
Whoa,
a new
look at that
set
frame drop.
immediately upon respawning. Instead, as you can see, as I'm sort of throwing my gadgets here, they go on cooldown and recharge just like your ability would. You can see the sticky sensor recharging and the bounce grenade a little bit slower than that. Obviously, different gadgets are going to have different cooldown rates here, but the big thing that we're combating is when you die and respawn, I think I die in the scope in the next 10 seconds or so, but your cooldowns just pick back up from where they were before you died. So they're really
Well, that's a
isn't
cool
any
idea. I was
incentive
playing
to,
a
like,
lot of
bleed out,
Strikeout
especially
yesterday,
in
and I
Strikeout
see what people
modes
was talking
and
about
TDMs,
when it came to all the
where it
gadgets.
lands. So I'm gonna die here.
Every time I kill someone, there'll be 3 or 4
Wanna see where it
grenades
just
being
picks
thrown
back
at me
up
at one
right
time
from where it
after I
left
killed
off.
them
I've
every
got my
time.
sticky sensor back.
Or my
Bounce
teammate would
grenade
kill
is
him.
still chugging away there. So now, if those respawns are...
Because I remember
automatic,
saying
so
last
make
time when I
sure
heard
your
about
teammates
this
kinda
that I
revive
didn't
you.
know
You
if that
don't
was a
really
big
have
deal.
to go reason,
I played
to
like 3
bleed out
hours
to
of
get a new
Strikeout
set.
yesterday, and
But
I see
also,
why
just
people
in
are,
general, you're going to be
are liking that
seeing
update.
less and
So that's
less
cool.
gadgets thrown throughout the match
You know,
as
let
a
your
result
skill do the talking, not
naturally,
just a nade to
of
bail
these
you
changes,
out.
which we think is good. Again, gunplay is king is still one of those pillars that we want to kind of live our lives by and be guided by as we make changes. So all good things there. We've had to make
Yeah,
a
and
couple
like
of
you
changes, Brad, to some perks and upgrades
Yeah.
and things.
Yeah, and like you said, the gadgets will range anywhere from 40 seconds to 75 seconds for a cooldown. So depending on what the gadget is going to depend on how long it is until you take it up. Now, the additional changes to that is you used to have some gadgets. Let's use smoke.
Did y'all hear that noise? That wasn't me. That was
You
from the...
upgraded it all the way. You
Sorry
get
if it
2
was loud to
smokes,
you.
right? So now you don't get that extra smoke. If you upgrade it all the way, what it's going to do is it's going to decrease the cooldown time from when your smoke will recharge. So all of the upgrades that used to give you an additional gadget now are going to take 10% off of the cooldown time of those gadgets. So not only are we doing less utility spam and everything by putting these on cooldown, but we're also taking away you having multiple gadgets.
That's right.
So that's kind of an innate change from the upgrades. And then the perks that you will see a difference in are going to be resupply. If you're not familiar with that, when you used to kill an enemy and you had that, it would drop a little blue hologram box. You pick that up and it would refresh your gadgets. It would give you more gadgets. That perk is gone to the graveyard for right now. It is
Yeah, see, that's the one I did say I didn't like, because you got to get the kills to get the resupply. So, you know, it still takes your skill to get that resupply, so you should get rewarded for it, but it is what it is. I can adjust to that.
So it's got rarities. It's going to go 5.
The cooldown, all that stuff is cool. The resupply, I'm like,
so you can
let's keep the
get
resupply.
your cooldown reduced by up to 15% with Gadgeteer.
And if I just keep getting grenades and stuff, then stop letting me kill you. You know what I'm saying? To get the resupply.
Legendary Gadgeteer with an upgraded smoke or flash, you'll have a 25% cooldown reduction.
Potential very big stuff there. One thing
I
do
really
wanna
hope
call
they'll
out, like
never,
said,
in Rogue Company's
any gadget
lifespan,
that has
I hope they
that
never get
now
rid
has
of
2
replenish.
charges
I
upgrade.
love that one.
That 2
I'll be so
charges
heartbroken.
upgrade just becomes the 10%. Gadgeteer has been replaced on a lot of
This,
characters.
the
Probably
resupply, I can
since
adjust to that.
2009,
Replenish.
We have it
Whew.
like
Anybody who
laid out
carries,
in the
teams, y'all know who y'all talk. You know,
thing I do wanna
there's a lot of
call
great
out.
players. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know replenish is a
It's kind of a nice
lifesaver.
little quality of life thing on the widgets when you throw your gadgets. Obviously, this is the shooting range. Things come back almost instantaneously in the shooting range, but you can kind of see when you hit the 5 or 6 second mark left on your cooldown, you'll actually see a digital little number countdown appear on the widget, and that kind of like helps like draw the attention of your eyes to know, oh, okay, my stuff's almost back up. I can see this number ticking down. Just a little quality of life thing there. It's something you're going to have to pay more attention to now. As opposed to just, when you respawn, you knew you had them back and you never got them back unless you had resupply. So kind of a cool little thing there that the UI designers did for you guys.
And another thing that we added as well is on all of the descriptions for the gadgets and abilities, we have added in what their cooldown is. So you no longer have to guess or assume what a cooldown is. It will clearly state that it is 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 60 seconds, 75 seconds on all gadgets and abilities.
Yeah, just a nice little quality thing there because those matter now a little bit more. You can see our grenade here at a 75-second cooldown. When we release the update notes, you'll be able to see every gadget, what its cooldown is, all that good stuff. While we were doing this, we figured we'd go ahead and just throw in the ability descriptions for the rogues the same kind of information, like how long the cooldown of this rogue's ability is, but a cool little thing there. One other little note that I want to just make is on the legendary perk Restock, which was a combination of resupply and replenish. Instead of it having the little like drop, box that restock or resupply would have given you, Restock now just gives you 15% off of your gadget cooldowns, as if you had the legendary version of Gadgeteer. So we've baked legendary Gadgeteer into that legendary Restock perk. Small little rework to that perk there, but that's kind of it. That's the gadget cooldown system. We hope you guys enjoy it. Give us feedback on how things are feeling. Too quick on the utility cooldowns, too long on the lethal cooldowns.
Something like that. It's not going to bother me, so it is what it is. I don't like the resupply part being taken away, but
again, it's all in the update notes.
No big deal.
Who's getting what perks in place of resupply? There was a little bit of kind of shuffling around that happened. So things might be a little bit different for you if you're used to playing those resupply rogues. But we hope you like it. Like we mentioned earlier, we've got some improvements coming to an LTM for Strikeout 2.0. We've put a new announcer in here, and we've kind of reworked the way that Strikeout works for this limited time mode. This is an experiment that we wanted to run. We think it makes Strikeout play better, but we're not going to replace it with the base Strikeout mode just yet. We want to put it out there as an LTM so you guys can try it out. Let us know if you like it better.
I hope they just put King of the Hill. Oh, wait.
Better. Then we can go about
2v2. Oh, okay.
So Brad, I'm going to let you kind of.
Didn't they sort of have a mode like that already? Am I tripping? I played a 2v2 like that.
So,
Oh, that was
right
King of
away,
the
a couple
Hill?
things that you'll notice
I don't know.
is
Did I play a
best
mode
of
like
three
that?
Instead of a best of 5, that's one kind of easy thing to notate. And the reason for that is each round ends up being a little bit longer. It is not ticket based, so you're not going to lose tickets. Instead, you are going to play up to 25. As you'll see in the top, it says score 25 to win. So similar to TDM, you will count up every time you get a kill, or every time the capture progress runs out, it will add to the score. So right there, you'll see the blue team went up 1 point. And we're going to kind of sit here and watch as this timer counts down on the point to show that the other team will go up in score as well. So the biggest changes here, since it's not ticket based, what that means is you will never run into a situation where it is 1v2, 1v4, 1v8 because they have a bunch of tickets left. You are always going to respawn. You're never going to be at that point where you go, hey, teammate, you took all of my respawns. It's just going to be
That
hey,
I like that a lot. Hold up, I like that a lot. I was literally just talking to someone about that yesterday. If you play strikeout, like if you play with randoms and you play strikeout, actually I said it one time in a video. I think I posted it too. Where in the middle of a game, I'm like, how in the world do we only have 2 more lives left? Like, come on, teammates, you gotta stop dying. And I like that a lot. Now I don't have to be annoyed because a teammate just keeps dying over and over again, which I always say is one of the top tier skills to have. Learn how to survive. But now to know that that'll be taken away, I like that.
Exactly.
Especially when you play with randoms like me. For the most part, play with randoms.
Getting upset at teammates and thinking that they're taking all of your deaths and stuff like
Yeah,
that. It is
see?
more the
You out there
TDM
sweating, working hard, and
right
someone
there,
else is
you
just
see a
dying all
big
over the
one
place.
for the red team. So that's the main changes. It's the announcer. It's counting up to 25, and it is a best of 3. So your overall match length will go down just slightly.
I'm down.
It's a best of 3.
Yeah.
When it comes out, I'll definitely be hitting that up.
Slightly longer rounds there. We're counting up. As you notice, we're starting at 0. It's all good things. And
That could be a long game, but I'm down
Strikeout, as
for it.
it was a mode where you could really
Like 2 great
fall
teams going at it
behind,
with
where
this, that'd
you
be
only have a couple
that'd
of
be tough.
lives left, and you know it's not looking good for your team, and then you're already behind, and then you hit a point where not only you're behind and you have to come back, but you have to do that with less teammates. So we want to kind of mitigate that sort of landslide snowball loss that strikeout can sometimes present you with.
I wonder, are they going to put this on ranked?
Definitely helps with that because you'll never run into
Well,
that
probably
situation.
not. Not for the
People
limited
are still
version.
gonna,
Not
they're gonna
limited
turbo
time.
feed. They're gonna run it down in your games. There's nothing we can do really about that. But what we can do is make it a little.
Wait,
less,
can't do nothing about what?
pink-
Please don't say nothing to do
run
with
into that
matchmaking.
situation. Listen, people are still they're gonna turbo feed. They're gonna run it down in your games. There's nothing we can do really about that. But what we can do is make it a little less painful for you. You will never run out of lives, and you will always respawn right up until the moment that round is lost. These rounds will be a little bit longer, which again, like you mentioned, Brad, sometimes you get in that spot where if you had a really good streak, you feel like you only had 1 or 2 lives in that entire round, and it's like, where did the time go? Where did our lives go, kind of thing. So hopefully drawing the rounds out just a little bit longer will help with that feeling as well, where you really feel like you got to contribute and have your say. But like we mentioned, this is an LTM. The new announcer is up for debate as well. Play the LTM. Let us know how you feel about it. And if these are good changes that you guys enjoy, then we will make
Did he say when it's
the
coming out?
base version of Strikeout. But not until then. These are not going to be in the base version of Strikeout. It's only an LTM. I just want to make that very, very clear. Play it. Let us know how you feel about it, and then we can make them later on if it's something you've enjoyed. Extraction, another mode that we have kind of gone back and made some improvements to in hopes of making it a better mode overall. Brad, I'll let you kind of run through these as well.
Yeah, so extraction, kind of the pain point of extraction that we are hoping to resolve in this was whenever you would arm the cube, you would introduce a lose scenario for your team, because then it could just
Wait,
be dehacked.
I'm sitting here, I'm
and you lose the
looking
round.
have a confused look because I've never played Extraction. There's Demolition on ranked and regular Demolition, Strikeout, and Team Deathmatch. Have I ever seen Extraction? 10 months playing this game, I don't think I've ever seen Extraction.
So now what we've done is the cube actually just changes hands. So you'll see that the red team armed it, and then the blue team just took it from them. It was not a defuse, and the round did not end. And now the red team is just going to take it back. The detonation time up in the top is just continuing. It's not resetting or anything like that. So whoever has this cube, when it explodes, is going to win the round. Obviously, there's still another way to win the round. Eliminate the other team. That still exists. However, one little caveat, we have taken the respawn rules that we used in dodgeball, which we like to call a queued respawn, and we have applied that to extraction as well. So extraction is no longer a pseudo one life mode. It does have a respawn mechanic, and it allows there to be a lot more tug of war around the cube. You can get the cube, you can kill somebody on the other team.
I want to try that mode. I've never tried it.
Cube, and it is a true tug of war back and forth until the time runs out and the cube explodes, and then the team who has it wins the round. So that is how extraction is going to be played now.
Interesting.
I like the
LTM.
I like the tug of war sort of analogy that you use. I think it's really good for not only the cube changing hands, but the dodgeball respawns as well. I think dodgeball, it's kind of like a unique mode to Rogue Company. I haven't really played anything else out there that kind of feels like that, and it's something that the community seems to really enjoy. So we want to take lessons from things that we do that are successful and try to make the broader scheme of the game better with things that we find that you guys like. So extraction still kind of retains that sort of one lifey feel to it.
Are they gonna make it a permanent mode, or is it just gonna come every now and then?
Your
Because
team can score one of those kills.
I don't remember seeing that mode.
I do like, again, once the cube is armed, it's ticking down, it's blowing up after a set amount of time. It's like almost like a game of hot potato of who's got it when it does blow up there. Really fun stuff. I was never really much of an extraction fan, but this is a much more interesing mode to me.
I'm down to try it. I mean, I can't say I'm an extraction man or not because I've never played it.
Kind of comeback
Didn't even know it
potential.
existed.
The name of the game there, I think it's a really, really fun change to it. Hopefully you guys like it as well. This will be, again, an LTM that we will run
LT,
over
okay,
the course
okay.
of the next update. So you guys can get in there, give us your feedback, let us know if you enjoyed it. This is not all for the game mode. We got a lot of fun game mode stuff coming your way. Really, really excited for all of these changes. Sabotage, Brad. That is another new game mode that we will be bringing into the rotation for the Revelation update. This is a good one as well. Kind of has that tug of war feel to it, but I'll let you kind of run us through here of what's going on.
Yeah, if you're new to Rogue Company, you weren't here in the early days when we first put this LTM out. It was one of our very first ones.
Another mode I've never
back
played.
And done some polish to it and brought it up to snuff with everything else in our game. It is pseudo neutral bomb. So if you've played a neutral bomb or a neutral flag in any other type of game, that's the gist of what it is. The bomb spawns in the middle. When you pick it up, the bomb zone will show and become active for whatever team has it. So if your team has the bomb, you know that that's where you're attacking. If your team does not have the bomb, you know that that's where you're defending. You won't get confused and see multiple bomb sites at all, only the one that is relative to the current objective at hand. Once the bomb is planted, there's no defending time. It just immediately blows up, as you saw there, and you win the round. So the tug of war aspect of this is getting to the bomb zone and planting it. It is not the easiest thing to push the bomb into the enemy's bomb zone. And one reason that makes it not so easy is when you have the bomb, you are revealed the entire time with a gold outline. You will notice right here when he picks up the bomb, the enemy is revealed. So you always know where the bomb carrier is. They're not just going to sneak around the outside of the map and arm it for free on you.
Yeah, so you can't use Lancer and try to escape without being
Whenever
seen.
a bomb carrier is killed, it will drop there in the place, and anybody can pick it up and go from there. If you throw it off the map, which is a valid strategy in some maps, it will respawn in the middle of the map. So there's a lot of ways to keep the bomb flowing from one side to another and resetting it. And yeah, that's it. So it's first to 3, so best of 5 essentially. And yeah, plant the bomb, blow it up three times. The one thing to be aware of is you will see the 40 tickets up on the scoreboard. If it does ever run to time, whoever has the most tickets left will win the round. So that's our tiebreaker. So if there's 30 seconds left,
I mean, I can just beat my
you're up by a
enemies
kill or
down,
two,
get 40
be
kills
aware
right
of
there.
that. You will win the round if you're up in kills.
I don't think I've ever played a match in strikeout,
Like
whatever
Brad mentioned,
mode,
it's pretty tough to get the,
where
you gotta
we
run
had
in
to
the
deal with
middle,
time.
get the
Like,
bomb
time ran
across the
out.
map to the enemy's site, get it planted, all while being revealed.
But I can see this being chaotic. Like, we're all going at each other trying to get this bomb. That'll be fun. I'm down for that. I've never played Sabotage.
The second he gets his bomb down, beep, 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 beeps a couple times, and then it blows up.
I was literally about to say Dallas would be good for this with his, scan the enemy territory. But now that you can see him when you get the bomb, I don't need it.
To kind of diffuse that bad boy there. So Very fun game mode, lots of tug and war, lots of back and forth. Fun little overtime, sort of sudden death, win condition as well on the kills, only if we need to. You can see the rounds are about 5 minutes there.
I
Best
really hope they
of
talking about all these modes. They finally
kind of
made
like
King of the Hill
middle-ish
permanent.
game time. Could be quick, could not be, depending on how quickly it goes. But
Honestly, it
that's
needs to be
another
like
fun
how
one.
Call of Duty is. Just
That'll
have a
be
lot of nice, good
coming
like
out in
modes
the
that stay
ultimate
there.
rotation for this update as well.
Like instead of all this
I believe
limited
we have
time
some more
stuff.
of these game modes being available in customs. Is that right, Brad?
Yeah, we do. There was an ask from the more competitive community and esports side to put some more of our game modes into custom games for them so they could expand outside of Demolition some. So we've got Sabotage, Strikeout 2.0, Dodgeball, all added to the custom games. So if you and your friends want to get together and play some of those custom games together, you now have the opportunity to do that as well. If you want to go into Strikeout 2.0 with a friend and listen to all the announcer lines and give us feedback, there's your opportunity to do that as well.
Yeah, that would be great, actually. If you guys feel like there's, there could be a line here, but there isn't, or maybe this line wasn't showing up when I was expected to.
This is a long stream. I really hope they acknowledge the,
if you're feeling like you're
fan
missing
base
something,
about the whole
or you
server
could have
issues.
even, use a little bit of extra announcement.
All this other stuff is cool,
We do have,
but
another section coming up we want to run through for you all, just highlighting some of the bug fixes. Our engineers working very, very hard and to make sure they're squashing as many bugs as possible during each update. So I'm just going to read through some of the kind of more noticeable ones I think that you guys will be excited about for this update in particular. We fixed several out-of-bounds locations for Juke. Obviously, this is a character unlike, basically anything else in the game. So there's a lot of spots on a lot of maps that weren't built for her, and they didn't really need to be worrying about something like that. We're doing our best to make sure that Juke stays in line, but if you find something that you don't think should be there, feel free to call it out. If you find it,
yesterday, and I ain't posted a video yet. Yesterday, my own teammate who's had Juke, her machine was targeting me. That was a weird thing. I have the video. I didn't post it. I got so much content, but yeah, her machine. I was so confused. I'm like, why is Juke's machine hitting me? And literally, I had to look, and I'm like, what? Why? And every time I stood up, it looked right at me and hit me. I'm like, what? That was a bug. Hopefully they fix that.
Play around with it until we fix it, so there's that phone.
I've never seen that before.
We fixed the inability for players to revive a teammate when they're in a reload animation. We're continuing to hunt down and fix crashes. We fixed several crashes on a couple of different platforms. So when you guys send us those, crash logs, and crash reports and things like that, or videos of what you were doing when you
I like
crashed,
that.
very, very helpful.
Game crashes a nice amount of time. Literally, I play a lot. Like I play this game a lot, and literally 3 times a day of me playing it, the game crashes, and it goes right to the Xbox menu. So, I like that they're acknowledging that.
Issue where eliminated max would drop the armor if you purchased the armor perk in addition to having your passive armor as well. We fixed an instance where Runway could spawn without her weapons after halftime. We fixed an issue where players pinned rogues would not, or they've reset after you logged out. We fixed the mastery progression for the Ibex SMG, fixed an issue where Sigrid's shield would not block Juke's turret, fixed a bug where in Rogue Select, players could see what rogues the enemy teams have picked already. We fixed an animation issues for a number of emotes. We fixed the VFX for the Mythic MLX Mark IV skin. We fixed the announcer VO inconsistencies for Skirmish TDM. Resolved an oddity where hitting an environment with a melee weapon would make the controllers of other players vibrate. It's kind of a weird one, but got that one all sorted out. Fixed an issue in TDM where the score on the HUD at the top bar would not be visible. Fixed a bug where if a bot earned MVP, it would award it to all of the bots in the hive mind. If somehow you were playing a bot game and you couldn't beat the bots, they got MVP. That's fixed now. And then finally, fixed an issue where if a player used quips or comms while crouched, they would be forced into standing. If any of those issues are still appearing live, obviously let us know so we can.
Umbras with his special, he freezes. I showed that video already.
We're kind of communicating what bugs we're fixing as things go on.
So they still not the server, I guess.
Stuff there. Thank you to everyone who worked so hard to fix all of those for this update. Brad, we've got some tournaments coming up as well. The Rogue Company Championship Series Week 5 and 6 qualifiers.
I don't really watch the tournaments, so
and
this is not for me.
6 p.m. For the Rogue Company community. Now for the for the big reveal here, Brad, the moment you've been waiting for, and all you other trench
Yes.
players who have been dying for the skin. Where are the trench skins? Why aren't they coming? I'm a trench main. Don't you care about me? Yes, yes, we did.
I mean, that was a legitimate question, though. Trish really got anything.
Character, major visual overhaul. He's got an awesome, fun narrative event. Let's take a look here.
Overhaul. I'm interested.
Trench. We've been so excited to show this one off.
Oh,
For
wow.
a long, long time.
Wait, that was him in the cover. Oh, I didn't even recognize that was Trench. I thought, where's my phone? Really thought that was somebody else, bro. Wow, that is Trench. Like when I saw the picture, I looked at it and kept it moving. I thought that was a new rogue. No, but that is Trench. Wow. I honestly thought that was a new rogue. I like that look.
He is the new base look for Trench. And boy, does it look great.
Yeah, he's missing his leg, as you'll notice there, which, you know, he got thrown out of an airplane. What do you expect when you get thrown out of an airplane, right? You can't end up full. You got to be missing some pieces.
He look cool.
You got to land on one of your legs.
He's got a nice haircut coming in. You know, he's ready to rock and roll and hit the battlefields again. Another important thing to notice, too, which you might see in there is all of his other skins, his old default look and everything, all that still exists. You could switch to those skins still and everything. They don't go away. He's just got this new, awesome default look. Yeah, that's Trench, man.
That is a battle-hardened Trench. And like Brad mentioned, if you did like the old version of that, you know, you can swap back.
I like that new look.
Trench.
Oh, here we go.
We have some new outfits for the new look, the modern.
I mean, that one looks okay. I mean, it's nice to know he's getting some new stuff, so I'm happy for him regardless, especially those who really play Trench.
Narrative event. So, you know, there's a reason why Trench now looks the way that he does, why he lost his leg, what's been going on in the narrative world of Rogue Company, and this is a new fun thing that we're going to be trying out, where you know, we put out something like this. We want to give you a little bit of backstory as to why this is happening. There's a couple of events, quest challenges, things that you can progress through, and if you can complete the narrative event, then this skin will be yours. And this is, of course, going along with that new base look. He looks great. We're super excited to finally give Trench some skins, as well as that visual rework. And we've got more
like his
Trench
look,
skins
though.
coming. Just not in this update, and they look absolutely fantastic.
I would like a new
Yes.
a movie character like Rambo
You
came. That would be
Trench
nice to
players
have somebody
deserve
else
it,
like
man.
that.
You guys deserve it. You've been patient. You've been waiting. You've been asking. It's here now, and now we are ready to start making some more outfits for the main man Trench. It is going to be fantastic. It's been a very, very beloved character for a lot of people. Like we mentioned, if you guys like the old style, those are going to be added as skins completely for free. Everybody will have access to the old base Trench and any old base Trench skins that you used to have. Those are still available if you want to go for that look as well. Again, the new skin, that Modern Vengeance, is tied to a narrative event that you can progress through. Very, very fun way to unlock yet another free skin. It's just fantastic, Brad. We've got new modes. We've got a new announcer, new Trench look. We've got a bunch of new cosmetic for a bunch of other rogues, big gadget cooldown rework. We actually have a couple of weapon balance things that'll be in the patch notes. But basically, it's a nerf to sniper hip fires and the objection. If you want to take a look at the details, that'll all be in the patch notes. All of the details of gadget cooldowns, ability like all that stuff. If we missed anything here, it will be in the full update.
So I'm assuming they're wrapping it up here. All right. I mean, that was a good update. I don't like that the server issues was not acknowledged, or even saying we're working on it. Let me know in the comment section if I missed it. But
all of us here at First Watch Games,
yeah, they're about
so
to
much
end.
for playing Rogue Company. We'll see you all next time.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, good update. Still disappointed that you didn't tell acknowledge your fan base, because relationship with your fan base is a big deal. To keep the game flowing the way you want it to, and I like that they did acknowledge some of the other stuff. So I don't know, well, I do know it was good. Like I said, I give it a lot of credit. It was just one of the bigger issues, not just for me, but for a lot of people. Different consoles they play, whether it's Nintendo, PC, PS, Xbox like me, is the server issues. You like this, all of a sudden you go all the way to the back of the spawn, like, wait, what just happened? you know. And the fact that wasn't even acknowledged, or the fact of, the beta was over party, didn't work as planned, for us who play the game. It would just been nice as a fan to get that acknowledgement, say, hey, we know, our bad. But outside of that, it was good. Trench looks really nice. I like how Trench looks. The second skin, it's okay, but I'm just happy that he's getting some attention. Yeah, I honestly thought that was a new rogue. I honestly did. But this video was longer than I thought. It was longer than the last update show, so I didn't expect that. So sorry if this video is long. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. I love the game. Is there things I still wish they did? Yes. But it's more of to get the, to show more respect. Because I ain't going to say they're not showing respect. They are showing respect. But to show more respect to your fan base and say, hey, you know what? When it came to this, my bad. Because we still got to play the game, and to play skipping, and we're aiming, but a skip is not a fun thing, especially when beta is over. So, yeah, I'm still going to play the game, and I'm glad, all those updates they were saying. I'm glad. The resupply part, didn't like that one. But like I said, I can adjust to that, After playing for a while, like after that update happens and then playing it for a while, I'll be used to not having that resupply. So I'm glad Juke is getting some fixes with her machine. But yeah, they didn't acknowledge it, but I literally just dealt with it yesterday where my own teammate's machine was looking at me and hitting me. And I was getting damage from it. So hopefully they see that soon too. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know how you feel about it. And yeah, I honestly thought that was a new role. But hey, that's cool. I almost said glitch. Trench has a whole new look. I'm down for that. All right. Well, I'll see y'all later. Once that update happens, I'll start using Trench more. But yeah.